Alright guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through the process of choosing a task list for your work order or your maintenance plan so that you can actually get on with your life. Some of you may not want to actually sit down and create these task lists, or at least right now you're trying to get the ball rolling, so you need to start somewhere. That's basically what I did. I started out by using other people's task lists. Now I'm creating my own. So if you're in this boat, I'm going to walk you through the process of choosing somebody else's and then show you how to vet their maintenance plans to make sure that it has the things, because you definitely want to vet those. I've learned that some people don't actually go in and create the task list. They just put, you'll see. Let's go ahead and get on the computer and let me walk you through the process. All right, so I'm going to go into Z-Sabre. I'm going to go with my maintenance plan that I used in a previous video. We're going to go into it just like we did before and choose a task list to go with. So in this case, I'm not actually going to create or look for my task list. I just want to go with a general one. So we're going to click on execute. All right, as you can see, there are a long list of different task lists that you can choose from. Now there's a few different ways that you can narrow this down. Typically what I do is I click on created on and go with the most recent at the top. Now you can actually narrow it down by assembly, and you can actually filter this in the previous page by the assembly. So let me back out. You can put in the NSN or the NN for the specific piece of equipment. Now, there is a caveat to this. If somebody put in the assembly NSN, it's only going to pull those. But if you're working with, say, an NComp, the NComp covers all Humvees, all variants. It is not specific to just 1097s, and that might be what the NSN that you put in here. So just make sure you're aware of that. So we're going to go back in. I'm going to invert or upside down or resituate my created on dates so that I have the most recent. And then at that point, you're just kind of like a process of elimination. So here we have Humvee NComp annual, and it was created on the 19th. And you can see the assembly here. So this is not the assembly number for a 1097. This is for something else. This one is for a 1097. So the 9317 is a 1097. I'm not sure off the top of my head what this one is for. So what we're going to do is highlight that row, and then we're going to click on task list. As you can see, it has the highlights of the task list based on what they want you to check. So as you can see here, they've went in, they have the work center, they have it as a PM01. Again, when you use PM02 in creating these, it gives you a lot of issues on this side. We don't see it when you do it as a PM01, so it's just easy. That's all about convenience, honestly, what it boils down to. But you can see they've went in and put the highlighted areas. So if we back out, we can go down and choose another one. So this one is the one we're looking for. These are not the ones that you want to use. I mean, you can. It still captures the snapshot of it, but it really doesn't give you a whole lot of information here. So this is why you want to check the actual task list to make sure that it has everything it's supposed to have. So just for general information, we're going to click on the Humvee service portion of it and then click on components. So they've actually went in and put the components that you need for it. So it all depends on how you want your maintenance program to run and how you want that 5990 to look. The way I look at it is when I look at this piece of equipment and their historical data, and then I pull up those old work orders, I want to be able to see all those tasks. I want to see that they've done everything. Now mine might be a little bit on the heavy side, but that's just my personal preference. As you can see here, I can put in all kinds of stuff. It leaves it open for the work that is completed and how often you work on it. So it's all on personal preference. This right here is open for interpretation. Now, when it comes to actually using somebody else's, again, you need to make sure that you're paying attention. You need to have a game plan on how you want it to look. Do you want to put all of this into the packet when you actually put it into the folder? Now, we know that when we transfer a piece of equipment, the service packet is supposed to go with it. But just like anything else, paperwork gets lost so often and so easily. And if you're sending the only copy, what happens when it's lost? Or it gets to the next unit and they don't want it. Regulation says you only keep the most recent service packet. Well, maybe I want to see the historical data. Well, that's the benefit of GArmy, because I can actually go in and see that historical data, see those work orders that's been opened, the parts that have been ordered, and things of that nature. So, with that said, you need to understand how you want to run your maintenance program and how it needs to be functioned. If you're not at that position to make those decisions, you need to be asking those questions. How do they want it set up? So make sure that you understand your parameters, your left and right limits, and you'll be set. You'll be golden. Thanks for watching, guys. Please go down to the comments, leave something there, and let me know what you think of it. Give me a like. That would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.